Hello everybody, and welcome to something a bit different from Lutys chainsaw mods. I normally do modifications and repairs on chainsaws, but today I'm just showing you my Forest Master 7-ton log splitter and a couple of modifications I've done to it to make it more usable. So you'll see that there's like a black board here. That's a foot pedal I've added to it, which frees your one hand off, which is pretty ideal actually. It makes it a lot easier and faster. Some people will say, well, it's a bit dangerous and what have you, but as you'll see in a minute, the jaws don't close fully. They close to about there, so if you did get your hand trapped, it wouldn't take your hand off or anything, because it's not capable of doing that. So I will just take the camera now and show a few items on it. So to operate it, let's just turn you around. Yeah, that's better. So to operate it, you've got a button here which you press in, then at the same time there's a lever at the back here which you pull down for your hydraulics. Okay, so you press and hold that button in and hold the lever down at the same time. That's the proper way you're supposed to operate this log splitter. But what I've done, a lot of people have done this, added a foot pedal. So I've done this in such a way that you can just take this off if you want to, you know, if you wanted to sell it or whatever as standard, you can. So firstly, I've just put a little pin, a little split pin in there. So I've drilled a little hole in the top and a little hole in the bottom plastic plate. So the split pin goes across the switch, just holds the switch in. So if you wanted to pull it out, which I'm not going to, but you can pull it out, and I've put a wire on it just so that you don't lose the split pin. Okay, so it's just a split pin that just goes through there. So just drill a hole in there, a hole in there, push the split pin in, and I attached a wire to mine so you don't lose it. Okay, so that button basically is held in permanently. But it won't function until this handy foot pedal is put down. So I put a toggle lever on here, so you just have to push it forward, twist the toggle lever, and then drop the plate down. Okay. Now some people, when they do these, they put these pedals on the floor, but I wanted to do it this way. I thought it was a bit better, so that's what I've done. There's the pedal for the motor. Okay, I've also put a socket on it here. So the way this works, I've wired the pedal here into this socket, and then I've made a fly lead up with obviously a male plug end there to connect it, and then I've got a female plug there, another male plug there, sorry, so you can plug your extension lead into it. Okay, as I say, all this lot can be taken off. The standard plug to this log splitter is this one. So it's just the way I've wired it, so literally so you can take it off. Okay, so that's your pedal functioning the motor, and And up here, there's your lever, look, your hydraulic lever at the back, okay? Now in the log splitter, the first thing you've got to do with these log splitters is you basically lift it up. So if you've got, once you've got the table on it, there's two hand holes here, so you can lift it up and let it sit on its back end here. So this is sticking up in the air basically, and then in here there's a Allen plug in there. You just take that out, there's a little dipstick in it, and you can top your oil level up. You can just use automatic transmission fluid, which is hydraulic fluid if you want to, which I did have to top mine up. There was a little bit, it was slightly down. It would have worked okay, but I just wanted to top it up. Now, a lot of people don't like these tables. This table is the bottom section of the actual cage. There's a cage that fits over, and this is actually the bottom section, okay? But there are a lot of people that say they don't like them. They don't like these tables because when you first put them on, they're real flimsy. But what I've done with mine, I found some tubing here and here, and I've just welded some tubing to here and to underneath the table to make it strong. You can sit logs on here now, you just get a log now, bang a logs on it. It saves you bending down. When you're splitting a log like these, you'll get probably 4 or 5 logs out of one of these, and what you can do is just carry on splitting it. You've got the next one waiting. Sometimes you can put 2 in, So now that when you fit the cage, if you want to fit the cage, put the table on first. Here's all your holes here. The rest of the cage I've put up in the garage. Actually, I don't want to use it. The cage sits around it, and it leaves you with a hole here where you can just put a log in. So if a log flies out, then it's not going to hurt you or anything. To be honest with you, I've never had an issue with mine. I don't like having that cage on. It's too restrictive. Sometimes you get a huge log and you won't get it in. So I just wanted to go for the table and keep the table on it, that's what I've done. Now also with these you can adjust the throw on the axe at the back. So there's a duo axe one, it's got an axe both ends. So if you press the lever, the motor and the hydraulic lever at the back, keep moving. So if you set your axe to where you want it, keep this hydraulic lever down, it stays there, okay, while you're holding it down, and then underneath here there's a little toggle that you can pull back and tighten up over one of the ramrods, and then let that go, and the axe stays where it is. Okay, so if I take that off now, you'll see that the axe will go back as soon as I release this hydraulic lever. Okay, so you can adjust it in any position that you want. Sometimes I have it right back and I can get 2 in. It just depends what I'm doing at the time. I think it's, I do think it's really good. It's really powerful. It split everything that I've ever wanted to split. I had about half a cord the other day of some real twisty timber. And this is the 7-ton model. You can get different ones. It just didn't even struggle with that twisty wood. Just went straight through it. It'll just go bang, like, you know, it'll go through anything. I borrowed a vertical one off a friend of mine, and his was supposed to be a 6-ton one, and it really struggled with some of the wood I had. And this turned up because I'd already ordered it after using his, and some of the pieces that the 6-ton vertical one wouldn't split, this just went through like it was nothing. You know, they're really good, I think, anyway. So I'll just show you, do a bit of splitting. I might put 2 in, I don't know yet, but I'll just show you roughly what it does. Go for 2. What some people do, which I might do one day, I don't know, but there's a lot of different components that come with the actual cage, and it's all pressed steel stuff. What some people do is split some of the parts along the sides here, this side and that side, and they bend them so it creates a bit of a sort of an angled wall. So as you saw, the logs fell off. It just helps to retain them on there a little bit. You could do that if you wanted to, out of the material that's left over. I may not. Oh, the other thing is, when you're assembling these, when you first put them together, they've got, let's move you across a little. They've got, I don't know if you can see that. You can see that, can you? Ah, there we go. They've got this crossbar here, and all that holds them together is pinch bolts, one this end, and on the other end holds this piece in, this cross piece. Now you find that they're real wobbly, so what I did with mine, I put the cross piece in and I put my foot against that side and pulled the other leg so that it was really, so it's spreading the legs, then pinch the bolts up, and then the one end I put a spot weld on it, stop it moving. That end bottoms out, so that's okay, like, but I put a spot weld in this end so it doesn't move, so the whole thing becomes under tension, and then it holds it completely rigid, because a lot of people are saying they're a bit wobbly, and they are unless you do that. So you just put some weight on it, pull your outer legs apart, then do your pinch bolts up. If you've got someone with a welder, just put a spot weld on each end if you want to, which is what I did, you know, and it's solid then. So just put it up a bit, put my camera up a little tiny bit. Okay. So what I'll do now, I'll just put the little toggle stop across. I'll hold it there now for me. Then I can just put the next piece in. So it's onto one log splitting now. Another little tip. So if you get a log that's stuck together, okay, you need 2 pieces of wood, okay, and put them across like I show you. So we'll just assume that this is hard to split now. Say you got so far like that and the wood's still holding together, then what you do, put your wood across here, 1 or 2 pieces crossways with the grain going this way, and then continue splitting because it's already bust, so it'll just finish it for you. Like that. Okay? So that's quite handy, having some pieces of wood handy like that. So like this one here, look, this is stuck on the axe, only a little bit, but it is. Because the axes, remember, as I said, they'll only go so close. So you just put the wood on like that. And away it goes. So that one won't fit in now, so I'll lower the axe back. So hold your hydraulic ram down again on here, undo your toggle, drop it back a little bit, then release it. Now the log fits in. Okay, so this one's having trouble parting properly, so hold your lever down again, put the axe back a bit further so you can get a couple of pieces of wood in. Let it go. And then drop the wood in. Rip it straight through. I'd do that on this one actually, so split it through. Just finish it off with these. See what I mean? You get that log on there. I'm going to bend down to get that now. Most of this wood splits all right, to be fair, but you know, this is just a demonstration. Makes a nice job of this wood. See what I mean? That log fell off then. See if I'd got a side on it, a bit of a side, it wouldn't have fell off. I might do that one of these days, but this is only the second time I've used it. So there you go, Forest Master 7-ton log splitter. I'd imagine a 5-ton would probably do what you wanted, realistically. And they're a lot cheaper, the 5-tons. They look exactly the same as this, but the capacity's a bit less. But you know, I love this one. This is good, really good. As I say, I might just put them make some side bits just to stop the logs rolling off so easy. We're on a slope here as well, which doesn't help really. But I'll fold it up now and show you how it folds up. Keep me bits of wood. So you just unplug it from here. Okay. I mounted my foot switch on this board. Some people just put them on the floor, but you can lose them or damage them, so I put mine on the board. And you just lift the board up, turn the toggle switch, and then that's it. Now it's not going to come down, so you can wheel it away safe without damaging it. They're really good, these, you know, they are fun to use. But yeah, you know, for me, I would just put them side bits on. But So hope you enjoyed this. Another one from Lutys Chainsaw Mods, really, but it's my Forest Master 7-ton electric log splitter. So thank you for watching, and bye for now.